The story begins showing a time when resources on Earth were very scarce. Even though we humans had developed ourselves quite a bit in such a short time, we were unable to control the environment and global warming. That's why all humans had started to leave Earth and settle their homes on different planets. Now humans not only live on Earth but have gone to different planets in the solar system. It had become a complete society for humans. But there will be a deal between all these planets to follow the rule regulations. Alliance group was created which will combine the people of these planets and is for rules, regulations,
Paolo will do it slowly.
The Alliance group becomes so big that no one could disobey their rules. Now we see a girl named River within the Alliance group. Intake data Sarandi Dotaka River was a girl with psychic powers on whom many scientists were continuously experimenting. Meaning that she could easily read what's going on in the minds of the people around her using her abilities. And River had accidentally increased the brains of some Alliance people here. The soldiers are trying to erase all the memories of the river. The information is very critical that others should not know. But now on their planet, River's brother secretly rescues his sister River and leaves. We were shown a spaceship named Serenity in the depths of the interior, inside which there is a captain named Mike who roams in different places with his entire team and robs in the bank. Mike would have included his teams under River as well, because he had the idea that River had another ability in which she could sense danger beforehand. And this ability is for my Kurush, so it could be a big problem. And now in the same way, Mike, he comes to a bank with all his upcoming friends and takes the people there hostage and goes to steal. River was present upstairs. Mike was going down to the basement with his friends and taking all the money. Suddenly River lands. The She explains that we will have to get out of this place because the man-eaters are coming when Mai finds out. She quickly takes all the money for her team. He starts going there by sitting in the Serenity spaceship. But then, yet on basis to part the Day or the man-eating creepers had started chasing Mike with their dangerous spectrograph. Creepers keep their high-tech stash in their spaceship constantly running so that my spaceship could be damaged. Some creepers had sneaked into the Serenity spaceship after scaring them off. But Mike's coordination with his team is quite good. They all attacked the creepers together and threw them out. And now they are taking the Serenity spaceship into the depths of space to save everyone. Here, River's brother Mike was very angry because he did not want his sister River's life to be in danger. And the River stays with Mike. Mike October the Mike will keep getting her to do this theft. So Brewer's brother I'm taking my van and going from here. You give it a part of the theft and we both will get off at the nearby station. Mike has no other option. He is not going to force River and his brother. But here on top, a team member of Mikey was telling that if River roams freely like this, then the Alliance people will catch her immediately. In a way, River's life was in great danger. Now on the arrival of a very large station in a pass, River and her brother start going inside. But her Mike also starts following River for her safety. The three of them come to a club while walking where everyone will have fun. Mike also sits at the table, drinks and keeps an eye on the River. River was having a lot of fun in this club, and then her eyes go to the advertisement running on the LED screen. She was out of control after a while. For some reason, River starts killing the many people present there. As if she had no control over her body, River's brother comes to her as soon as he sees this form of his sister and says something in code word to his ear. After hearing the code word, the driver immediately
was unconscious.
Mike Daki, and Mike would have also arrived at that place who had picked River up and told her brother to come in my spaceship for now, which is completely safe. That's why they go inside the Serenity spaceship. Here, Mike asked River's brother, "What did you say that made River faint?" Then Mike brings the truth in front of them.
Tell him
it so happens that when the Alliance people had River, they did several experiments on his mind. And due to the side effects of these experiments, the River lost control, in which she was haunting all the people present around her. Amala started doing it. Scientists have coded to completely calm the river. As soon as she says it, River will become unconscious, and Mike whispered this code word in River's ear. Mike asked for a hacker's help to decode the club's video footage, and the hacker gets to work on all of it. It was later discovered that the advertisement was triggered by the Alliance people, who had a code hidden inside. And all these things are just to catch the safe freeware red-handed. Which means now the Alliance people have an idea about their location, where everyone is going. So now Mike has decided to keep an eye on his stick along with the river's protection. The team will also go to another planet for safety, which will be completely secure. Mike is quickly converting his Serenity spaceship into a much. He takes us to a huge planet. This planet is not too far from our solar system and was completely safe. Mike's entire team meets another man named Chef there, who was providing them home to stay and food to eat. This means Mike and his team are completely safe on this planet. On the other hand, we were now being shown an Alliance officer who continuously watches the footage of the club with his men. The officer already knew that River Mike was with me. So now the full attention of the Alliance people shifts to me. Here on Heaven Planet is an old friend of hers named Inara video calls her, saying she must meet her no matter what. And now here Mike had words that something of the Alliance people is behind all these things from the psyche. But he will still have to go and check once if his friend is in trouble or not. Mike goes to Inara after changing his mind, but Mike's guess turns out to be correct. A little later, an Alliance officer arrives there and started attacking Mike. Mike also gives the officer a tough time. But the officer was too strong. That's why Inara did a big blast there to distract Alayav's officer and his men. Quickly leave that place with Inara Mai and come to the Serenity spaceship. And now Mike has reached his Serenity spaceship at the speed of light towards the Heaven planet. Mike narrowly escapes falling into the Alliance people's trap. Now here, River was having some strange visions in which she saw a planet where all people have been killed. The residents there would have completely become skeletons. One of the men in my team gets very scared because he knew that as long as River is with them, the Alliance will not leave them. It was so dangerous that it killed not only the criminal but also his innocent companions. So that's why Mike's team member was very scared and went to kill River. Because neither River will exist nor will the Alliance chase them. But River knew all these things in advance due to her ability.
My bait would have flown upwards.
For protection and to escape from the man, River attacks him and locks him in a room. On hearing the sound of the bullet, Mike and all his companions had arrived there. But that door locks completely, inside which those men faint. Although everyone was shouting at the River to open the door, she was crying over Erwin and kept denying. Mike and his friend tried another attempt to enter the room. But when River's brother asked her to come out, she comes out. But I don't know why, River suddenly lost control and started hurting his own brother.
River without getting
Theoretically, she goes within the cult petals. There, River was pondering about a planet named Miranda, which means river in some way.
Yes, my egg
Mike
exploded.
feels that River must have had a dangerous vision, which is why she is talking about a planet named Miranda. So now Mike has decided with all his companions that they will go to the Miranda planet and check once. But reaching Miranda planet was not that easy, because all around Miranda planet was an army of these same creepers, that is, cannibals, which is now the planet. She was protecting the outpost so much that even the Alliance's group did not go to that planet.
Scared,
New Mike needed to find out why River mentioned the name of that planet under any circumstances. Before going to the Miranda planet, Mai's entire team goes to meet Sephert on the Heaven planet, but they were all shocked after arriving. Because someone killed the people of Heaven planet. Among those people, Seifert is also included. There was a lot of chaos around the Heaven planet. Mike quickly goes to Seifert, who was taking his last breaths. Seifert said that after all of you left, the Alliance group attacked us. And they do it for all family members. Mike was very angry with the Alliance group for finishing it off. Then Mike gets a video call from an officer of the Alliance group who was saying that you will hide River on G's planet. We are taking all the inhabitants of that planet to the death. And if you want to make peace within their planets, let us do our air. But Mike didn't want to do that at all. He knew that River must have given some secret on Miranda planet. So Mike decided that he would definitely go to the Miranda planet. When Mike comes to call his team to go to Miranda planet, it's shocking to find out that no team member is ready to accompany Mike on this mission, because they were quite scared of all the Alliance group members. However, here Mike explained to everyone that going to Miranda planet could reveal secrets about the Alliance, and River also had visions of all these things. After a lot of explaining, finally Mike's remaining teammates are ready to support him. They all set out together towards the Miranda planet. Before going to Miranda planet, Mike's entire team has been watching Serenity Space. They had completely changed it. They colored their spaceship like the spaceship of the Narva Bakios, so that the inhabitants don't realize they've arrived there. After traveling in space for several hours, they all reach the orbit of the Miranda planet, where they see a very large group of male predators that was completely spread out in space. Mike and his team are slowly moving forward with their spaceship. The good thing was that they had made their spaceship in such a way that the Narvakshi did not pay attention to them. Therefore, they all head toward the Miranda planet to avoid the cannibals. After landing on the planet, Mike's team would be very shocked to see this, because the inhabitants of this planet have also died in some unknown way. Everyone's body has suddenly shrunk and become thin. Nobody gets to know the reason behind their death, because there are no signs of any kind of attacks on the bodies of the residents there. These are all the same visions that River had seen some time ago. Now Mike's entire team comes into a laboratory where a lady's hologram turns on and starts to tell them something when a video recording is played. Lady was saying that years ago, the Alliance group was experimenting on our planet. Our planet used to be lush green like other planets, and everyone used to live quite happily. But the Alliance group put a unique liquid over the entire planet during an experiment, which could reduce the stress level of people's minds. But the impact of this liquid on the planet's inhabitants was very bad. After the impact on people's minds, they would just stop working. All her desires had ended. Those people gave up all desire to live their lives. In this way, 50 million people on our planet were killed, and this drug had seen some weird things on the 5% of people who survived. Vector would have been treating all those injured people, but the Reapers were firing bullets all around, one of which directly hits River's brother. River gets very angry seeing this, and now she was completely out of control and had started to kill all those cannibals alone. A fierce fight was going on in the laboratory between Mike and the Alliance Group officer. But here Mike was dominating in front of the Alliance Group's officer for the first time. When Mike first lost to the officer, he trained a lot to understand his technique. That's why Mike to knock out the officer and immediately lift him. He goes to the machine which he uses to insert the lady's message and broadcasts it throughout the galaxy by pressing a button. After receiving this message, everyone would know the truth about the Alliance group. Mike saw that River had entirely lost control and had killed all the carnivores. As Pathivi breaks the wall from behind River, the entire army of the Alliance had arrived. They were all about to attack Mike and his team with the help of a gun. Then those soldiers get an order from High Command not to hurt any of them. Everyone now knows the truth about the Alliance group. Therefore, now no one wants to stay within the Planet Alliance group. And after all these things, all the planets that worked under the Alliance group, they become individual planets. That means the rule of the Alliance group is over now, and they cannot force on any other planet. Mike and his teammates were now fully free to make their journey. Mahik fixes his Serendipity spaceship with the Temets and sets off for his new mission. It was surprising that River and his brother had now joined May's team and would help in all her tasks. And in this way, our story ends here. So viewers, how will you like this story? Don't forget to tell us in the comment section, and if you liked even my one liking, do like the video and subscribe to the channel definitely. See you in such fun and adventurous stories. For now, goodbye. They all become very aggressive and their body structure starts to change. These 5% people were none other than those dangerous creepers who now kill people coming and going in Brahman. Mike also understands that Sahid from River had read the minds of the Alliance Group people and all the matters were hidden in it. So to prevent River from revealing her deep secret to anyone else, the Alliance Group started chasing her. Now, due to the Alliance Group's big crime, Mike decided to keep all the video footage of this lady, which is against the Alliance Group. He will broadcast in the entire universe so that the expose of the Alliance Group and all the truth is for the people to see. Mike was going to get all this work done by his hacker. But here we found out that an officer of the Alliance Group has come to that hacker who is asking him everything about Mike. The stalker party receiving Mike. He was telling the Alliance that I will reveal Mike's location to you, but in return I need a lot of money. The officer of the Alliance Group gets very irritated by this, so he pulled out his weapon and killed the hacker. The officer had now found out where Mike had turned with the help of the hacker system. That's why he moves towards them with his army. There Mike is just about to leave with his entire team from Miranda planet, but then the army of these cannibals sees them, which starts following them for continuous attack. Mike was quickly advancing towards another planet with his spaceship, but now even the people from the Alliance Group were present right in front of him. The Alliance Group saw that there were armies of cannibals behind the Serenity spaceship as well. So now, Mike is trying to save his spaceship from the Alliance Group and come out on the other side. This gets created under the scene where the Cannibal Alliance starts attacking Logo. Because they don't belong to anyone, they kill everyone that comes in their way. Although Mike had escaped to another planet, with a planet where the hacker lived.